Look, I'm going to cut it straight to the chase. Is your phone dead silent right now while your competitors' lines are ringing off the hook? Let me guess, you're sitting watching these less skilled technicians with fancy wrapped trucks steal your customers while you, the actual expert, are wondering where your next job is coming from. It's infuriating, isn't it? Here's the cold hard truth that nobody's telling you. Your technical skills mean absolutely nothing if homeowners can't find you. Zero. Zilch. A shocking 91% of homeowners now check online reviews before they even consider calling an HVAC company. And if they can't find you when their AC dies on the hottest day of the summer, you might as well be invisible. I've had closed-door conversations with hundreds of frustrated HVAC contractors who tell me the exact same thing. Mauricio, this is driving me crazy. I got 20 years of experience, multiple certifications. I can diagnose problems these other guys can't even identify, but these marketing cowboys with half my experience are stealing the business right in front of me. Sound painfully familiar? That knot in your stomach right now. That's the feeling of watching your expertise go completely to waste while your less qualified competitors cash in. My name is Mauricio Cardinal, and I'm with Contractor Marketing Pros. Over the last 8 years, I've worked with 400 plus contractors in the home services industry, generating over 175,000 inbound leads and 500 million in sales for our clients. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our weekly contractor marketing content. Let's get brutally honest about what's happening in 2025. Being a skilled HVAC technician isn't just not enough anymore. It's practically irrelevant if your marketing is broken. I was just working with a contractor in Phoenix. Let's call him Dave. 20 years of experience, master technician, literally wrote training manuals for his previous employer. Dave went on his own last year with nothing but his technical skills and industry respect. You know what happened? Crickets. His phone sat silent while watching less skilled competitors with fancy marketing absolutely dominate his market. Why? Because Dave missed two critical trends reshaping HVAC marketing right now. First, we're living in a split reality. 91% of homeowners now consider online reviews make or break when choosing an HVAC company. Yet at the same time, 2/3 of new customers still come from good old-fashioned word-of-mouth referrals. This creates a dual mandate. Fail at either digital presence or real-world reputation, and your business is dead in the water. Second, HVAC demand isn't random. It follows predictable patterns that your competitors are already exploiting. AC repair searches explode by 320% during summer months. Heating system inquiries surge by 280% in winter. Planned replacements peak during spring and fall. If you're running the same marketing year-round, you're literally burning money. And speaking of burning money, do you have any idea what's happening with click costs right now? And smaller markets might pay $6 to $9 per click for HVAC keywords. Not terrible, but in competitive markets like Miami, Chicago, or LA, those exact same clicks are costing contractors $30 to $40 each. In emergency terms like emergency AC repair or AC repair now, I've seen hit those $75 per click during summer heat waves. I literally watched a contractor burn through his entire month's budget in just 4 hours after launching a campaign in a major metro without proper targeting. That's thousands of dollars gone with nothing to show for it. Yet here's what's absolutely maddening for contractors who implement the right strategies are seeing marketing ROI between 500 to 1,000%. That's turning every marketing dollar into $5 to $10 of revenue while everyone else struggles. But here's the biggest mistake that's silently killing your conversion rates right now. You're treating emergency services and planned installations as if they're the same business. They're not. The truth, most contractors completely miss. You're actually running two separate businesses under one roof. First, your emergency repair business, where panicked homeowners with no air conditioning in July will pay almost anything to get you help today. These people don't care about your 5-star reviews from last year. They need to know, can you get here fast? Are you trustworthy? And are you available right now? Second, your planned installation business, where cautious homeowners researching a $15,000 purchase want detailed information, solid financing options, and rock-solid proof you won't disappear after the job. They'll spend weeks comparing before deciding. Running the same marketing for both is like fishing for sharks and goldfish with the same bait. It's a guaranteed way to waste thousands on marketing that falls completely flat. The contractors who understand this distinction see their marketing ROI jump 300 to 400% almost overnight. The rest keep scratching their heads, wondering why their marketing sometimes works great and sometimes bombs completely. But here's the good news. I've helped hundreds of home service companies transform businesses with their simple, strategic approach to marketing that's working right now in 2025. Let me walk you through the framework we use with our clients. Step 1. Dominate local visibility. Everything starts with dominating local visibility, particularly the Google Map Pack. Those 3 to 4 local businesses that appear at the top of search results. This isn't just nice to have, it's a difference maker for HVAC companies. Let me show you why. When a homeowner searches AC repair near me or HVAC company and city name, 85% never scroll past these top local results. The map pack captures 33% of all clicks for local searches, more than any other paid or organic result. One of our clients, a small 3-truck operation in the Midwest, saw its map pack visibility jump from 12% to 48% in just 90 days using our system. Their inbound calls increased by 215%. They had to hire 2 additional technicians to handle the volume. Here's the exact process we use with our HVAC clients to dominate local visibility. First, hyper-optimize your Google business profile. This is your digital storefront. Treat it that way. Complete every single field. Categories, services, attributes, business descriptions. Leave nothing blank. Add 20 plus high quality photos that show your team, trucks, office, and actual job sites. Create Google posts weekly, sharing seasonal tips, limited time offers, or technician spotlights. Use your service area feature strategically. Only include zip codes where you actually want to focus. List every specific service you offer. Don't just say HVAC. List air conditioning repair, furnace installation, ductless mini split systems, etc. This alone can boost your visibility. Second, build location-specific landing pages that actually convert. Create individual pages for each city or service area you target. Include the city name in your H1 URL, meta title description, and at least 3 times in your content. Embed a Google map of your service area on each page. Add local phone numbers with area codes matching each specific location. Include city-specific testimonials from real customers in that neighborhood. Mention local landmarks, neighborhoods, and climate challenges unique to that area. Target specific keyword combinations like city plus AC repair and city plus furnace installation. Third, create citation consistency across the entire internet. Your NAP, name, address, and phone number must be identical everywhere. Even if small differences can hurt you. Claim and verify your business on the 15 most important directories. For example, Google, Yelp, BBB, Home Advisor, Angie, Yellow Pages, Bing, Facebook, Apple Maps, etc. Remove duplicate listings. They're killing your visibility more than you realize. Use a service like Bright Local or Yext to audit your citations and fix inconsistencies. Add enhanced content to your top directory listings, services, photos, business hours. We analyzed over 100 HVAC companies and found that those with consistent citations across 40 plus directories ranked 2 times higher in local search than those with inconsistencies. Fourth, create a review velocity that outpaces competitors. Google now prioritizes businesses with both quality and quantity of reviews. The average top ranking HVAC company in 2025 is 81 plus Google reviews. You need a consistent flow in your reviews. Aim for 6 to 10 new reviews monthly. Respond to every review within 24 hours, positive or negative. Include keywords in your reviews responses like AC repair or heating installation. One last thing about local visibility that most contractors completely miss. Google now tracks user behavior signals like click-through rate, mobile click-to calls, direction requests, and website engagement time. The more engagement you get, the higher you rank. So make sure your website loads in under 3 seconds on mobile and has clear call to actions buttons that are easy to tap with a thumb. This alone can increase your map pack visibility up to 18%. We'll talk more about review generation in a minute. For now, understand this. If you get the map pack positioning right, you'll capture the highest intent emergency traffic at a fraction of the cost of paid ads. Step 2. Leverage Google local service ads for immediate trust. For immediate visibility and credibility, Google local service ads, LSAs, are absolute gold for HVAC companies. These appear at the very top of search results with the coveted Google Guaranteed badge. They instantly builds trust. What makes LSA different from regular ads? You only pay when someone actually contacts you, not for impressions or clicks. Here's how to maximize your LSA performance. First, qualify for the Google Guaranteed badge. Complete Google's background check process for your business and technicians. Submit all required licensing and insurance documentations. Set up identity verification for every employee who will be in the customer's homes. Maintain a minimum 4.0 star review rating, though you should aim for a 4.7 rating. Second, optimize your LSA targeting for maximum return on investment. Focus your budget on emergency services like AC repair or furnace not working. Set up job types to filter out low-value leads like maintenance plans that are better served through other channels. Create specific service areas that match your highest value zip codes, not your entire metro. Experiment with different radiuses settings. We find 20 to 30 mile radius works the best for most HVAC companies. Third, manage your leads like money in the bank. Respond to LSA messages within 5 minutes. Companies that do this convert 3 times more leads. Track your cost per lead and lead quality weekly, not monthly. Use the thumbs up and thumb down feedback system religiously to improve your lead matching. One of our HVAC clients in Dallas was spending $1,800 a month on LSA and getting about 37 leads a month, about $48 a lead. After implementing these strategies, they reduced their cost per lead ratio $39 while increasing lead volume to 78 leads monthly, all within the same budget. The key difference was the response time. They implemented an automatic text notification system that alerted 3 different team members whenever an LSA lead came in, ensuring someone responded within minutes, not hours. Step 3. Master Google search ads without wasting budget. While LSAs are great for emergency services, Google search ads give you more control for promoting specific services and targeting exact keywords. But this is where HVAC companies burn the most money without a proper strategy. Here's a warning that could save you thousands. The cost difference between markets is staggering. In smaller studies, clicks might cost anywhere between $5 to $9. But in major metros like Miami, Chicago, and New York, these same clicks can cost $30 to $4. I've seen contractors burn their entire monthly budget in hours after launching a campaign without proper targeting. If you're running Google search ads and competitive markets, here's your survival guide. First, structure your account for maximum quality score. Build separate campaigns for each service category based on what is most important to your business. Segment these campaigns so you need your budget in the right places, not spread across all services no matter how important. Create tightly focused ad groups that by theme. Ensure that your ad copy matches up with your keywords properly. Write ads that include the exact keywords in your headlines and descriptions. Set up conversion tracking properly. Phone calls, form submissions, and chat initiation. Second, implement advanced targeting to lower costs. Get hyper-local with radius and targeting around zip codes with proven ROI. Use bid adjustments to reduce spend during prime hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for example. When national companies are bidding highest, increase bids during evening or early morning when competition is lower, but emergency services remain high. Layer in household income targeting to focus on neighborhoods with higher value homes. Third, write ad copy that demolishes big competitors. Emphasize your local advantage. For example, family owned and city for 15 plus years. Highlight faster response times. Same-day service guaranteed. Focus on specific neighborhoods. South, for example, AC repair experts. Include pricing or special offers when possible. Diagnostic only $79 per month. Fourth, use defensive positioning to protect your market. Start with branded campaigns to protect searches for your company name. These clicks cost pennies compared to service keywords. Bid on competitor names where allowed as a defense strategy. Create dedicated landing pages for each service that loads and load in under 3 seconds. Never send traffic to your homepage. Use service-specific pages that match search intent. One critical strategy most HVAC contractors miss. Use negative keywords aggressively. Block terms like DIY, how-to jobs, salary, free, and other non-customer searches that drain your budget without delivering leads. When implemented correctly, Google search ads should deliver a strong return on your investment. Leads will be affordable and qualified. Google search ads provide a level of control and detail that is unparalleled in the digital marketing space. Step 4. Build your review generation machine. Your online reputation isn't just important in 2025, it's the single most powerful asset in your marketing arsenal. Let me show you exactly how powerful. HVAC companies with 50 plus reviews and a 4.7 rating get 237% more website clicks than those with fewer than 10 reviews. But it goes deeper than clicks. Our analysis of 200 plus HVAC company websites shows that each additional tenth of a point on your star rating from going from 4.6 to 4.7, for example, increases your conversion rate by approximately 4.3%. And once you cross 100 reviews, you can charge premium pricing, up to 16% higher than competitors with fewer reviews, while maintaining the same close rate. Here's the system top performing HVAC companies are using to transform their review profiles. First, build a perfect timing request process. The golden window for review requests is 30 to 60 minutes after service completion, when customer satisfaction is at the highest peak. Use text messages as your primary request method. 98% open rate versus 21% for email. Keep it simple. Every additional click or step reduces completion rates by 30%. Send 1 or 2 follow-up messages to non-responders at their 3-day and 7-day mark. Time batch requests strategically. Tuesdays through Thursdays between 3 to 7 p.m. sees 41% higher completion rates than other times. Second, create an internal incentive structure that drives results. Generate technician-specific QR codes for attribution. Each tech should carry these on a tablet or phone. Implemented a tiered monthly review leaderboard with meaningful rewards. For example, Tier 1, $250 for this top performer. Tier 2, $150 for the second place. Tier 3, $100 for third place. Add team-based incentives. When the company hits 10 plus reviews in a month, everyone gets a bonus, $50 to $100. Create quarterly review champion recognitions with premium rewards. For example, paid day off, big ticket items, special parking spots. Make reviews 15 to 20% of its performance evaluation criteria for raises and promotion. Share review content in team meetings to reinforce important and celebrate success. Implement a progressive discipline for technicians who consistently fail to generate reviews. Here's what most companies miss about internal incentives. You must make the incentives immediate and visible. One of our top performing clients installed digital leaderboards in the break room, showing real-time review counts by technicians. Review generation jumped 73% within 30 days of installation. Third, here are customer incentives that work without breaking Google's rules. Now I know that you're thinking, can I just offer a discount for reviews? The answer is no. That violates Google's terms and can get your reviews wiped out overnight. But here are 5 approaches that work incredibly well while staying completely legit. First, try a community impact approach. Say something like, for every review we received this month, we're donating $5 to the local children's hospital. One of our clients tried this and saw review rates jump by 61% almost immediately. People love helping others while helping you. Second, offer an enhanced service bonus. Tell your customers after sharing your feedback, you will receive our exclusive HVAC efficiency guide with seasonal maintenance tips that can save you hundreds on energy bills. Customers feel like they're getting something valuable rather than doing you a favor. Third, and this works like magic, offer priority scheduling. Simply tell them, customers who provide feedback, good or bad, automatically receive priority scheduling on their next service call. This costs you nothing but delivers real value to them. Fourth, create a simple sweepstakes. Everyone who completes the feedback processes gets entered in our quarterly drawing for a free maintenance plan. The keyword is completes, not leaves a positive review. That subtle difference keeps you in compliance. And fifth, make it about your team. Try saying your feedback directly helps us choose our technician of the month, so your input truly matters to our team. This approach appeals to customers' desire to recognize good service. The beauty of these approaches, they all increase review rates dramatically while keeping you 100% compliant with Google's policies. Fourth, build a reputation recovery system that turns negatives into positives. Implement a 4-hour maximum response time policy for negative reviews. Create a dedicated reputation manager role. This can be part-time or responsible for monitoring and responding to all the reviews. Develop a 3-step service recovery protocol. Acknowledge and apologize, regardless of fault. Take the conversation offline with direct contact. Make it right with a concrete solution, not just a refund. Allocate and make it right budget of $200 to $500 per legitimate complaint. Track resolved complaints and request updated reviews after resolution. 70% of customers will update a negative review when properly addressed. Conduct monthly reputation risk meetings to identify and address recurring issues appearing in reviews. Here's some implementation tools that make this easier. Modern field service software like ServiceTitan and HouseCall Pro offer built-in review generation. For companies using simpler systems, third-party tools like Nice Job or Bird Eye start at $99 per month and fully automate this process. For most HVAC companies, these tools pay for themselves within the first 2 to 3 reviews they generate. Step 5. Leverage paid social media that actually converts. Now let's talk about social media, but not the post pretty pictures and hope something happens approach that wastes so much time. I'm talking about strategic paid social that actually drives revenue for HVAC companies. Let me be clear about something upfront. Organic reach on platforms like Facebook is like essentially dead for HVAC companies. Your regular posts are reaching less than 2% of your followers without paid amplification. But here's the good news. When you use paid social the right way, it can be an absolute goldmine for specific types of HVAC leads. Let me show you how the top performers are doing it. First, retargeting is your lowest hanging fruit. These are people who visited your website but didn't contact you. They already showed interest, but something held them back. We've seen retargeting campaigns generate leads for as little as $22 each, about 1/3 the cost of cold traffic. Here's how to set it up. Install the Meta Pixel on your website. Build custom audiences of visitors from the last 30 to 60 days. Then show them ads that address common objections like same-day service guarantee or no surprise pricing. Second, video testimonials tend to perform better than static images. You don't need anything fancy here. Just a satisfied customer, their first name and neighborhood, on screen talking for 30 to 45 seconds about their experience. Third, let me tell you about platform selection, because this is where most HVAC companies waste money. Facebook and Instagram remain your bread and butter for replacement systems and plant maintenance. The detailed targeting options let you zero in on homeowners in specific neighborhoods with the right income levels and property values. But don't sleep on YouTube either. For emergency services, YouTube ads now convert at a lower cost per lead than Facebook in many markets. The key is using 15-second non-skippable pre-roll ads that immediately mention your service area and emergency availability. And here's a platform most HVAC companies completely overlook: Nextdoor. Their hyper-local targeting is perfect for HVAC. One of our clients in Tampa is generating 12 to 15 high-quality leads per month, spending just $600 on Nextdoor ads, focusing specifically on 5 affluent neighborhoods. But what if you're in a tight budget? Start with just $300 to $500 per month. Focus on a single zip code with homes in the 12 to 15 year range. Prime replacement territory. Even that modest investment can generate 3 to 5 leads when the targeting is tight enough. The biggest mistake I see: companies trying to be everywhere at once with tiny budgets in each platform. It's much better to dominate one neighborhood on one platform than to have a weak presence everywhere. Step 6. Email marketing, the forgotten gold mine. Now, I want to talk about what might be the most underutilized weapon in your HVAC marketing arsenal: email marketing. I know what you're thinking. Email? Really? Isn't that just outdated? Not even close. In fact, for HVAC companies, email consistently delivers the highest ROI of any marketing channel we track, an average of $40 in revenue for every single dollar spent. Nothing else can come close to that return. But here's your problem: most HVAC companies are doing it completely wrong. They blast the same generic message to the entire customer list and wonder why nobody responds. Let me show you how the top performers are using email to print money. First, you got to segment your list. This is absolutely critical. Break your customers into groups based on when they had their system installed: 0 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years, 11 plus years. What type of equipment do they have? Standard efficiency, high efficiency, heat pump, etc. Their service history, regular maintenance versus emergency customers, Geographic location, especially important for weather-related campaigns. When you send targeted messages to these specific segments, your response rates jump by 3 to 4 times compared to general blast. Second, timing is everything with seasonal campaigns. Most companies wait until it's already hot or cold, but the magic window is 3 to 4 weeks before extreme weather hits. That's when homeowners are thinking about their comfort but aren't yet in panic mode. For example, send your AC tune-up emails in early spring with subject lines, "Beat the rush." Schedule your AC tune-up before the heat hits. We've seen open rates of 31% on these preventative emails versus just 12% for in-season maintenance offers. Third, and this is my favorite strategy, use email to build your maintenance membership program. These comfort club style programs are absolute profit machines, creating predictable monthly revenue while locking in customers. One of our clients grew their maintenance program from just 230 members to over 1,415 members in 18 months, primarily through strategic email campaigns that added $435,000 in predictable annual revenue to their business. Here's the exact process. They emailed current customers offering a founding member discount on their new maintenance plan. Then they created a refer a friend program where existing members could earn credits by referring neighbors. The whole thing was managed through automated email sequences. Fourth, stop leaving money on the table with unconverted quotes. If someone got an estimate from you but didn't move forward, they're not necessarily a lost cause. They might not just be ready yet. Set up a 60-day nurture sequence for these prospects with emails that really speak to their concerns. Start by showing them how financing can make that big investment totally manageable. For example, did you know how you could get that new system for less than your daily coffee budget? Just $4.83 a day with our financing options. Then help them understand what waiting is actually costing them. Send an email list that breaks down their rising energy bills and the risk of major repairs. Something like that old system isn't just uncomfortable, it's draining your bank account every month it runs. Next, create some genuine urgency with limited time incentives. Maybe it's a manufacturer's rebate that's expiring or a seasonal promotion you're running. The key is that it has to be real. People can smell fake urgency a mile away. And finally, share stories of customers who are in the same situation. Meet the Johnsons, for example. They hesitated on replacing their system for 2 years until it failed during their daughter's graduation party. Here's how we helped them and what they wish they'd done differently. The real secret to making this all work is automation. Your technicians don't have time to remember who needs follow-up emails. So here's what you do instead. First, set up automatic reminders that go out on installation anniversaries. For example, "Hey John, it's been exactly 1 year since we installed your new system, and it's time for that maintenance check we talked about." Then, add in manufacturer recommended maintenance intervals. Different systems need different service at different times, so customize these emails based on what equipment they have. Don't forget about seasonal timing. Send pre-summer emails in April and May and pre-winter emails in September and October. Getting ahead of the rush is key here. And my personal favorite, equipment age milestone emails. When a system hits 10, 12, or 15 years old, that's your opportunity to start the replacement conversation early. Something like, "Did you know your system is now in the final third of its expected lifespan? Here are 3 options to consider before it fails unexpectedly." The beauty of email marketing? Once you set up these automated sequences, they continue generating revenue on autopilot with almost zero ongoing cost. Step 7. Transform your website into a 24 hours, 7 days a week sales machine. Now, let's talk about your website. I need to be brutally honest here. Most HVAC websites are absolutely terrible at converting visitors into leads. Think about this way. Your website isn't a digital brochure. It's your hardest working salesperson that never sleeps, never takes vacation, and is available to customers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. But is your website actually closing deals while you sleep? For most contractors, the answer is a painful no. Here's a reality check. In 2025, the top performing HVAC websites are converting 15 to 18% of visitors into leads. That means for every 100 people who visit their site, 15 to 18% are calling, booking appointments, or requesting quotes. Now, what's your conversion rate? If you're like most HVAC companies, you're probably in the 1 to 2% range. That means you're leaving about 10% of potential customers on the table. People who visited your website but left without contacting you. Let me walk you through the 5 essential elements that make a website generate leads. First, mobile optimization isn't optional anymore. It's do or die. Over 70% of HVAC searches now happen on mobile devices. Pull out your phone right now and go to your website. Does it load in under 3 seconds? Can you easily navigate with your thumb? If not, you're losing over half your potential customers before they even see what you offer. Second, your calls to action need to be impossible to miss. I'm talking about call now, schedule service, and request quote buttons that appear at the top of every single page in your navigation menu and at logical points throughout your content. The best performing sites have what we call sticky header that follows visitors as they scroll, so that phone number and book now button are always on one tap away, no matter where they are on their page. Third, and this is something that I'm passionate about, you need rock solid trust signals. Your potential customers are inviting strangers into their homes, often in emergencies. They need you to trust you before they call. Display your licensing information, insurance badges, association memberships, and guarantees prominently. But most importantly, showcase those reviews we talked about earlier. Fourth, you need specific service pages, not just generic service pages. Great detailed, dedicated pages for each major service. For example, AC repair, AC replacement, furnace repair, ductless systems, and so on. Each page should include some critical elements that most contractors completely miss. First, talk about money up front. Give them specific pricing information or at least starting points. Today's consumers hate the call for pricing approach. They want ballpark numbers before they pick up the phone. Next, walk them through exactly what happens when they hire you. Break down their process step by step. First, we do this, then we do that. People fear the unknown, so make your service process crystal clear. Don't forget to address the most common problems you solve in that specific area. If it's an AC repair page, talk about the top 3 issues you see and how you fix them. It shows you that you understand what they're going through. Also include the equipment you recommend. Name specific brands and models and explain why you prefer them. This positions you as an expert, not just another contractor pushing whatever's on the truck that day. Make sure you answer the questions people are already asking. Add a section with FAQ specific to that service. This not only helps your customers but also boosts your SEO for those exact questions. And please show your actual work too. Not stock photos or generic technicians, but real photos of your team working on real jobs in your area. Authenticity builds trust faster than anything else. And fifth, add live chat functionality. When a homeowner's AC dies on a 95-degree day, they want immediate answers. If you make them wait for a callback, they're already contacting your competitor. Live chat with their staff by real people or an AI agent increases website conversion rates by an average of 40%. That's not a typo. 40% higher conversion rate just by adding chat. Here's the biggest mistake I see in HVAC websites. They focus way too much on company history and not nearly enough on solving customer problems. Nobody cares that you've been in business since 1987 until after they know you can fix their immediate problem. Your homepage should immediately address the most common customer needs: emergency repairs, system replacement, and maintenance services. In that order. You save your company story for the About page. Step 8. Deploy targeted direct mail that actually works. I know what you're thinking, direct mail? Really? But hear me out. Most contractors waste money on generic mailers. Top performers use highly targeted direct mail based on property data. Here's your approach that's really working in today's market. First, get surgical with your targeting. You want to find homes that are between 12 and 18 years old. That's a sweet spot when original HVAC equipment is starting to fail before it becomes an emergency. These homeowners are right in that decision window. Also look for entire neighborhoods that were developed during the housing boom, specific 2003 to 2008, and again from 2012 to 2015. These areas have dozens or even hundreds of homes with systems all reaching replacement age at roughly the same time. Now, don't just send one mailer and hope for the best. That's what everyone else does, and that's why most direct mail fails. Instead, create a sequence of 3 to 5 pieces that arrive over a 30 to 45 day period. The first piece might educate, the second offers options, and the third creates urgency. One thing that's working incredibly well is making hyper-local, include testimonials from the neighborhood. Here's what your neighbor on Maple Street had to say about their new system, and show them a simple map with plans with pins showing recent installations that you've done right in their community. Finally, and this is the part that most contractors miss, use personalized QR codes on each mailer that tells you exactly which households to respond. This lets you track your ROI down to the penny and continues to improve your targeting. But direct mail is just one piece of the offline marketing puzzle that's still working incredibly well in 2025. Let me show you high ROI offline tactics that top HVAC companies are using. First, let's talk about vehicle wraps. A professionally wrapped service vehicle generates between 30,000 to 70,000 impressions every single day as it drives around your service area. That's more than eyeballs in most local TV commercials at a fraction of the cost. But the real magic happens when your wrapped truck pulls into a customer's highway. That branded vehicle instantly identifies your technicians as professionals, not some random posting showing up at their home. We've had a client tell us that customers regularly mention how they recognize the truck from seeing it around town, which instantly builds credibility before the technician even gets to the home. The key is professional design that's simple and readable from a distance. Don't cram every service you offer into the truck. Focus on your company name, phone number, and perhaps one key differentiator like same-day service guaranteed. Spend the extra money on quality materials too. A peeling, fading wrap looks way worse than no wrap at all. Second, yard signs are making a massive comeback for HVAC companies. But I'm not talking about generic "we service this home" on signs. I'm talking about strategic yard signs. Yard sign placements that turns one customer into these 3 or 4. Here's how the top performers are doing it. After completing installation, ask the customer's permission to place your branded sign in the yard for just 7 to 14 days. Make it a nice sign, not the cheap political campaign style. Offer them a small incentive like a $25 gift card or free filter replacement service. That magic happens when you place these signs specifically in neighborhoods with homes of similar age. When one homeowner replaces their HVAC system, their neighbors with identical homes built at the same time will likely need replacement soon too. One of our clients in North Carolina tracked 28 new installation jobs over a 6-month period directly to the yard sign program. At an average ticket of $8,700, that's $243,000, $600 in revenue from a program that generated them less than $2,000 to implement. Both these strategies work because they provide hyper-local visibility exact where they want to get new customers. Unlike billboard or radio ads that cover massive areas with mostly irrelevant audiences, these tactics put you directly in front of homeowners in your target neighborhoods. A company that I recommend you reach out to is kickcharge.com. They are not the cheapest, but they do a great job with the vehicle wraps. Step 3, measure what actually matters. Now let's talk about numbers, but not just any numbers. The specific metrics that tell you whether your marketing is working or wasting your hard-earned money. Here's the brutal truth. Most HVAC companies are tracking completely wrong metrics. They get excited about impressions, click-through rates, or social media likes, none of which pay your bills. You can't improve what you don't measure, and you can't grow if you're not measuring the wrong things. So let me walk you through the 6 critical KPIs that will transform how you evaluate your marketing. First and most important, cost per lead by marketing channel. This isn't your overall cost per lead, but a breakdown by each specific channel. You need to know which exactly where you're paying for every lead, from Google Ads, from Facebook, from direct mail, from Google local business, every single source. Why is this channel specific breakdown so crucial? Because I regularly see HVAC companies whose cost per lead varies by 300 to 400% between channels. One client was paying $89 per lead on Google Ads, but only $57 per lead through Google local service ads for the same service in the same market. Without this channel-specific data, you're flying blind. Second, and this is where most contractors drop the ball, track your lead to appointment ratio. This tells you the exact percentage of leads that convert to scheduled appointments. This metric reveals 2 critical things: the quality of your leads and the effectiveness of your call handling. The most common culprit, poor phone handling. We mystery shop our clients regularly, and the difference between top performers and everyone else is night and day. One company we work with increased its lead to appointment ratio from 41% to 68% through call handling training alone. No additional marketing spend required. Third metric is important: appointment to sale conversion rate. This tells you what percentage of appointments actually result in a sale. This number reveals the effectiveness of your sales process, pricing strategy, technician performance. Top performing HVAC companies maintain between 20 and 30% conversion rates from appointment to sale. If you're below 20%, you're leaving significant money on the table. We found that the biggest differentiator is technician training on communication skills, not just technical expertise. The fourth critical KPI is customer acquisition cost. Your total marketing and sales expense divided by the number of new customers acquired. This is a comprehensive metric, accounts for all your costs, advertising spend, marketing tools, staff time, and sales expenses. According to decision analysis, elite HVAC companies maintain acquisition costs between $200 and $350 per new customer. Customers with costs exceeding $500 per customer are usually struggling with inefficiencies somewhere in their marketing or sales process. Fifth, and this process is often overlooked, customer lifetime value. This metric looks at the total revenue a customer generates over the relationship with your company, including initial purchase, maintenance repairs, and eventual system replacement. The average lifetime value for residential HVAC customers ranges between $5,000 to $12,000 depending on your market and service mix. Companies that fail to track this metric often underinvest in customer acquisition because they're only looking at the initial transaction value. One company we worked with discovered their average customer was worth $8,700 over a 7-year period. This completely changed their willingness to spend on acquisition. They realized they could companies pay up to $600 to acquire a customer and still maintain a healthy long-term profits. And finally, the metric that ties everything together, overall marketing return on investment. This is your total revenue generated from marketing divided by your total marketing investment. Top performing HVAC companies in 2025 maintain a marketing ROI between 500 to 1,000%. That means for every dollar they spend on marketing, they generate between $5 and $10 in revenue. If you're in below 300% ROI, something in your marketing system is broken. Now here's where the rubber meets the road. Let me break down the benchmark numbers you should be targeting. Average cost per lead, $45 to $85. Lead to appointment ratio, anywhere between 20 and 30% to 40%. Appointment to sale conversion, 20 to 40%. Customer acquisition cost, $200 to $350. Customer lifetime value, $5,000 to $12,000. Marketing ROI, 500 to 1,000%. If any of your numbers fail significantly outside these two ranges, you've just identified your most important improvement opportunity. The biggest gains often come from fixing the weakest link in the chain, not from pouring more money into channels that are already performing well. Let me give you a concrete example. We work with an HVAC company whose overall marketing results were mediocre. When we dug into their metrics, we discovered their marketing cost per lead was excellent at $49, but their lead to appointment ratio was an abysmal just 12%. The problem wasn't their marketing, it was the office staff wasn't properly trained on call handling. We implemented a simple call script and some basic training, and within 16 days, their lead to appointment ratio jumped 61%. This single change nearly doubled their effective marketing ROI without spending an additional marketing dollar on advertising. The bottom line, track these 6 metrics religiously, compare them to these benchmarks, and focus your improvement efforts on whatever metric is furthest from the target. That's how you systematically improve your marketing effectiveness and grow your HVAC business. Step 10. Create an unbeatable competitive advantage. Finally, let's talk about what legendary marketing strategist Jay Abraham calls the most powerful concept in business, your unique selling proposition or USP. In today's saturated HVAC marketing, being another HVAC company is a death sentence for your growth. The brutal truth is that most homeowners can't tell the difference between you and your competitors. You all appear to offer the same services, make similar promises, and generally look identical from the outside. As Abraham teaches, without a clear, compelling USP, you force customers to make decisions based solely on price. And that's a race to the bottom that nobody wins. What exactly is the USP? It's a specific reason why customers should choose you instead of any and all the other options available to them. It answers the critical question every homeowner is thinking. Why should I choose you versus any other HVAC company? The key insight for Abraham is that your USP must articulate a specific, unique benefit, not just a vague difference their competition doesn't or can't provide. Let me walk you through the 5 most effective HVAC differentiation strategies we're seeing in 2025 and show you how to transform them into powerful USPs that actually drive customer decisions. First, specialization in a specific niche. Instead of being a general HVAC company, you become the expert in something specific. But here's where most contractors get it wrong. They pick a technical specialization that homeowners don't actually care about. The specializations that actually drive decisions are ones that solve specific homeowner pain points. For example, instead of just saying we specialize in high efficiency systems, position it as we help homeowners in older neighborhoods cut their energy bills by 30 to 50% through customized high efficiency upgrades, guaranteed in writing. See the difference? The first is a technical specialization. The second is a customer benefit that can't be easily matched. Another powerful specialization is focusing on historical homes. One of our clients reframed this as the historic 8-home HVAC experts. He solved comfort problems in over 300 historic homes without damaging architectural details or requiring unsightly modifications. The second USP approach is creating a guarantee program so strong it makes hiring anyone else seem risky by comparison. Most HVAC guarantees are weak. Satisfaction guaranteed could mean anything or nothing. Following Abraham's principles, your guarantee should be specific, measurable, and meaningful. For example, triple guarantee on time within the scheduled window, or we pay you $100. Fix the right time, or the repair is free. If you're not 100% satisfied with our work within 30 days, we'll refund you every penny. That's a guarantee competitors will struggle to match, and it addresses the 3 biggest fears homeowners have: wasting time, waiting, having problems persistent after service, and being unhappy with the work. The third differentiation strategy is creating a unique service experience that's immediately visible to customers. This follows Abraham's principle of preeminence, being seen as the only logical choice. One standout approach is what we call a total transparency service model. Your technicians send a photo and a brief bio before your arrival so customers know exactly who's coming. They provide a video documentation of the problem before they repair. They text you real-time updates throughout the process, including before and after photos, and they follow up 3 days later to ensure satisfaction. This approach transforms an ordinary service call into a premium experience the customers talk about, creating word-of-mouth referrals that no advertising can buy. The fourth powerful USP centers on pricing transparency. Most contractors use complex time and materials pricing that makes customers anxious about the final bill. Following Abraham's principle that eliminating risk drives decisions, top performers are implementing no surprise pricing models. One client completely transformed their business with this USP, exact price guarantee. You will get an exact price before any work begins, not a vague estimate or hourly rate. The price we quote is the price you pay, even if the job takes longer than expected. Like an example, this approach eliminates a primary objection most customers have: fear of unexpected cost. The fifth strategy that's creating unbeatable USPs is response time commitments, particularly for emergency services. But again, the key is being specific. Don't just say fast response, put a number on it. An Abraham style USP here would be emergency response guarantee. A technician will be at your home within 2 hours of your call during business hours, or will waive the service fee and will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, including weekends and holidays with no overtime charges. Now here's the critical part most contractors miss. Whatever differentiation strategy you choose, it must be featured immediately, prominently everywhere, not just mentioned in passing. It should be the headline on your website homepage, featured in your Google business profile description, the main headline in all your ads prominently displayed on your trucks, on the back of the technicians' uniforms, the first thing mentioned in phone greetings, featured in your email signatures, highlighted in all your estimates and invoices. As J. Abraham teaches, your USP must become the central theme of your entire business, not just a marketing slogan. Every team member should be able to articulate it, and your operations must be built around delivering it consistently. The final point is crucial. Your differentiation must be genuine and consistently delivered. Abraham calls it integrity of purpose. Nothing destroys trust faster than marketing claims that don't match the actual customer experience. If you claim to be same-day service experts, but you can't actually deliver on busy days, you'll do more harm than good. Your operations must be redesigned to support your USP, not the other way around. So there you have it. the proven HVAC marketing framework that's working right now in 2025. But knowing what to do isn't the same as implementing it successfully. If you're ready to stop wasting money on marketing that doesn't work and start generating high quality leads for your HVAC business, here's what I want you to do. Visit contractormarketingpros.net right now and schedule a free 30-minute strategy session. We'll analyze your current marketing and identify your biggest growth opportunities and create a customized plan to help you dominate your local market. Our clients are seeing an average of 43% increase in qualified leads within the first 90 days. Just think about what that would mean for your business. This is Mauricio from Contractor Marketing Pros. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our weekly contractor marketing content.